Hello everybody, I'm Ulugbek. Today we're going to talk about the crime picture, offenders and victims. Alright, so the learning objective will be discuss the primary goals of civil law and criminal law and explain how these goals are realized. If we break it down into categories like this one, civil law, criminal law, they will vary depending on the context. Civil law court is concerned with responsibility. In the meantime, criminal court is concerned with guilt. The burden of proof is the preponderance of the evidence. This is what we can see in civil law, while the burden of proof is beyond a reasonable doubt. This is in criminal law. And the last feature of criminal law and civil law is like the remedy for violations of civil law is compensation. In the meantime, the remedy for violations is some form of punishment in criminal law. Felonies, misdemeanors. Now, these are also two different criminal acts. So felonies are more serious than misdemeanors, punishable by death or imprisonment in a penitentiary for a period of a year or longer. While misdemeanors, less serious crimes, punishable by fine and incarceration in a local jail for up to 1 year. So this will be a kind of activity for students. So the students will be divided into 3 separate groups. So they need to work on the key vocabulary and the terms related to criminal law and also civil law. Then we'll discuss the 2 different terms like mala in se and mala prohibita. As you can see, mala in se, so they are acts that are inherently wrong regardless of whether they are prohibited by law. Examples include murder, rape, and theft. Mala prohibita, acts that are made illegal by criminal stature and are not necessarily wrong in and of themselves. Examples include speeding and loitering. Now, students will have a few questions regarding drugs to legalize or not. So they need to provide reasons why marijuana should be legalized, what other drugs should be legalized or not legalized, and why. What role should the government play regarding drug use? So victims survey a method of gathering information in which citizens are surveyed directly regarding their criminal victimizations. Victim surveys attempt to uncover the dark figure of crime. National Crime Victimization Survey advantages in comparison to UCR. Self-report surveys ask respondents to tell about their criminal activities. Self-report surveys are also an attempt to measure the dark figure of crime. And then they'll have another activity related to multiple choice, and they will need to find the correct answer for each given question. The risks victims of crime. Now, the risks of victimization, routine activity theory, likely offender, suitable target, absence of capable guardian, repeat victimization, victim-offender connection. Now, another learning objective is like explain why income level appears to be more important than race or ethnicity when it comes to crime trends. Crime, race, and poverty. Official crime data indicates strong correlation between minority status and crime. Neighborhoods with higher level of disadvantages individuals have higher violent crime rates. Lack of education, a handicap faced by low-income citizens seem to correlate with criminal activity. There is often a distinct lack of data regarding ethnicity and offending. Now, the role of women in crime, the increasing trend of crime among women. Women in crime. Crime is a predominantly male activity. However, female offending rates are steadily increasing. Criminal justice system is now more willing to incarcerate women. Women as crime victims. Common crimes against women, someone known to victim, domestic violence, increased exposure in the workplace, mental illness and crime, risk factors for violent crime, gun control, drug abuse, risk factors for victimization and poverty because of inability to find and keep job, homelessness, inability to make prudent decisions in dangerous situations, and yeah, that's it. Thank you very much.